my snazzy light blue OU Cousins shirt. And you're wearing a crab shirt. Is that a crab?
Smashing crab.
That's not a crab.
It is a crab. Well, it's definitely a crab.
This looks like a bird's face from this angle, though. Kind of. Well, yeah, it is a crab, but whatever. All right, so hey everybody, time for the Cruising for Bruisin 3 announcements. I know you've all been waiting, and essentially the whole reason I'm doing this is it's more fun for me to do this because I can save the video and I can have a video out and it'll be a lot more fun for people to watch. Also, it's a lot easier for me to use words, like my own words to describe it than trying to type everything out. Things get lost in translation. It's rough. So, what I'm going to go ahead and start off with is the plan for the regional setup and stuff. So, the regional crew battles, I know you guys are all thinking, like, what are the regions going to be comprised of? Well, first off, what the format's going to have is you are part of the region. You're part of one of the 4 major regions of Oklahoma. So there are Tulsa, Edmond, Norman, and OKC. And the one that you're geographically closest to is what you will be defined for your crews you can be in. So if you live in Noble, Oklahoma, like Tilde, you will be part of the Norman crews. If you live in Midwest City, Oklahoma, you'll be in the OKC crews. If you live just in Arcadia, you'll be part of the Edmond crew, stuff like that. And Tulsa, like all the surrounding Tulsa areas, so like Tahlequah and Muskogee, stuff like that, will be part of that. If you live in like Enid or Stillwater, those are, I believe, closer to Tulsa. If they're not closer to Tulsa, whatever's the geographical closest, we'll figure that out. That will be the teams that people you can team with will be from those areas. So we're going to start with that, and that's going to be really fun for me because I remember the first Cruising for Bruisin we had an all-Tulsa team show up, and they got third, and it was like really hyped. The run-through bracket was really entertaining. That was the first time we got to see all these Tulsa players. So it's kind of fitting that we're bringing Cruising for Bruisin 3 to Tulsa. Now that I live here, it's a lot easier for me to do stuff here. Plus, I'll be stress testing the probable venue for Choose Your Character, which will happen in February. Most of you guys have heard me talk about that. So that's kind of how that's going to go down for building your crews. And in the past, I used ELO as the a point system to where people were worth so many points, and you had to work with the number of points you had, and you had like a point buy kind of system. Well, now I'm going to switch that around. I'm instead going to do with pure rankings on the ELO. So, for example, this isn't exactly how this is going to happen. This is just an example. But let's say that you can have one player from the top 16 on the ELO in your team. You can't have more than that, like in theory. Like let's say that's what we're going to do. And then for the next thing you're going to have, so you can only have one person in the top 16, and then like let's say 2 people total in the top 32. So if you have one person in the top 16, well then if you get another person who's like 17th, that's 2 people in the top 32 because you have the top 16 person is still in the top 32. And then like no more than 4 total people, let's say like the top 70 something, and then no more than, and then like at that point it's a 5-man crew. So 4 of your members can come from like the top X, and there's gonna be like varying restrictions, and then 1 person at the end. So that's gonna be a new way to balance it out and kind of make it a lot easier because the people from like the 1 to like 100 range overall are the most active people in our community. So that's gonna help with working with that. And yeah, there will be multiple crews from multiple regions, so there can be like 6 Norman crews if there's enough players to make 6 Norman crews, same with Tulsa and whatnot. It's not limited, it's just you can only team with the people in your region. So that's how we're going to do that. And then I have 2 side events kind of planned, working on. One of them I kind of started, and then I kind of stopped halfway, and I didn't pick back up, and we have less time now, but I really hope we get this working and it'd be really cool. Is I'm going to put like some stipulations and pick like a high-ranked player from one of the 4 major cities, and they're going to pick a up-and-comer style player with like some stipulations, and then they're going to train up the up-and-comer, then work the up-and-comer over the next like month or so, a little over a month, like almost 2 months, and they're going to have 4 people representing the 4 major regions. So we're going to have the Norman, Tulsa, Edmond, OKC. They're just going to have 1 up-and-comer put into like a 4-person bracket, and they're going to play it out all on stream. We're going to record the whole thing. It's going to be really awesome to see which city's up-and-comers did the best out of the 4, who wins the whole thing. It'll be a whole fun ordeal. We might do a round robin, we might do a double elimination bracket. I still need to get all 4 for both games nailed down because we're doing Melee and Wii U. So we'll get that stuff more figured out over the next like couple weeks. I'm kind of working with that, and then on top of that, the other side event I have is going to be probably I'm calling it North versus South crew battles as the headliner crew battles. So in between the singles bracket and the crew battle bracket, we'll have the headliners, which are going to be either 8v8 or 10v10. We'll narrow it down, but it's going to be North versus South, and North consists of everything north of Oklahoma City. So Edmond, Tulsa, and all the places over there. That's going to be the North crew, and then the South crew is going to be Oklahoma City and South. So it's going to be Oklahoma City, Norman, and like all of the surrounding areas, more Midwest City, Del City, stuff like that. So that's going to be super duper entertaining for everyone involved. And I know for Wii U we had like the Zard Life versus Rip Harambe crew battle thing. We're not gonna be able to do that because the team captain for the Harambe team actually can't be there because he has a football game thing he has to do, which is unfortunate. But we'll probably end up doing that in February. I really want that stream, so that's why we're like pushing it back. So like in February we're gonna have something like that. So yeah, to kind of reiterate on the format, it's gonna be like a more realistic number is going to be like one person from the top 8, 2 people from the top 20, 4 people from the top 50, and then one person that's not in that. So something along those lines for your crews, and like I said, it's going to be the 4 major regions. And Studkip, yes, you can actually compete because you're on our ELO system and you're still in Oklahoma, and to me, it hasn't been that long since you left, so if you want to come for it, I'd be down. It'd be fun. You can't really bring any of your new DFW friends with you, unfortunately, but you can still come if you want to hang out and play. That'd be awesome. It'd be fun to have you back, and we'll definitely do stuff like that. Define up-and-comer. All right, I'm going to do a Q&A now, so please put your questions in the chat. I can see the chat, so just go ahead and put questions down. I'm going to run through some of these. As far as up-and-comer, it's going to be on the lower end of the ELO system, so I'm going to have like a limit. I haven't decided what the limit is. I more or less have found a lot of people for the Melee crews and stuff that have been interested in getting that figured out, so that's going to work out. But I'm still like trying to find like a defined limit, bringing people down and get all that figured out. So we'll see. It's not exactly easy because I am really focused on balance. And there cannot be multiple up-and-comers, unfortunately. We're going to have one per city. So that's going to be up to the top player I choose to represent that city and really train the guy. So go ahead, and I'm going to be talking to a bunch of people and figuring that stuff out in the meantime. Let's see, any other questions? Darn Ike is really... Yeah, I really do want to balance the teams because team balance is really important to me because there have been Cruise 2 was like really bad. I ran that really awfully, and I wasn't really super proud of that event. People had fun, and that was cool, but like for me personally, that was a low point. I didn't really enjoy how that went down, and all of that was on me. I had to move the event a couple times. Like all that's on me, and that's what I want to make sure that I don't do this time. I'm going to have more help this time, and I'm going to be working a lot harder to make sure that everything works out. So I really want teams to be balanced, and let's see, what do I got? What's the cutoff date for ELO? I'm not going to tell you. I will be posting it when I post it, because if I tell you now, some of you will try to cheat and take your ELO and go random in bracket and do dumb stuff. So I'm not going to tell you guys when, but I will tell you. I will tell you when I post it. So there will be a big post about it. So yeah, that's how it's going to go. And can we ban Buddha? No, Buddha is definitely not banned. What was the date for this? It is going to be October 29th. It should be, and it should be in Tulsa at TU. This man over here, Dubs, is helping me get all that figured out. So in Tulsa at the TU campus, hopefully on the 29th. If not, we will have some stuff. So we'll have some backups and stuff figured out. But October 29th is the date. So super excited.
Yeah, I went and looked up and I saw the date.
So we're gonna get that figured out.
So, like, did you go into the office?
And also there will always be a singles bracket because singles brackets are fun. And if we have like 40 plus people at an event, a singles bracket would be super duper fun. So yeah, definitely gonna do that. Also, if you intentionally tank ELO, I will track you down. I will figure it out because when I see you doing stuff, losing at people you really shouldn't, I will ask around, and if I do find you guys tanking Elo, I will just straight up ban you from the event, because that's lame, and none of us are that lame, or none of us should be that lame. That's the other thing. So this is for fun. There's melee. There's money involved. There's always money involved. So we'll see. But yeah, as far as up-and-comers and stuff, that's going to be hopefully ironed out by the end of the week. I might be going to San Antonio this weekend, so I'm going to get it all ironed out by the end of the week. Ideally, I have a test to take tomorrow and like a bunch of other stuff I need to do, but we'll see. I should be getting that stuff figured out, so it won't be too bad. And if you guys have any other more questions, please let me know. If not, it's like they can pack up the stream, because we all would like to go home soon. Maybe get food. I'm pretty hungry. I don't know about these guys. Oh, and it's actually just an Oklahoma-only event, so don't invite people from out of state. And yeah.
I'm gonna run for president.
That's about it. Who are the top players chosen to train up the up-and-comers? I don't know yet. I'll have to ask them. Next cruising should be AR versus Oklahoma. That's not really what cruising for a Bruisin is, though, because then like they wouldn't be in our normal cruise brackets. So I don't know. Like I said, it's all about balance. So we'll think about it. We can brainstorm that idea, but we'll find out later. If you have any other questions, feel free to message me on Facebook.
I have a lot of shit going on.
Or tweet at me, because that's important. So yeah, so let me know if you have any other stuff. And I think that's it for now. I'll hopefully write a mostly coherent version of this, and this video will be posted later on for you guys to watch over and over again, so you know. If you have, like I said, if you have any super important questions, tweet at me or message me on Facebook, and I can answer those. But if not, I think I'm going to end the stream now so we can leave. So later. Thank you for putting my Twitter handle down there. That's awesome. All right, bye guys.
Swag.